Hey everyone, so today we're talking about Escape for Violin 2, and the first passage we're going to look at is the tremolo section from measure 11 to the end of 12. So how we get that tremolo sound is by placing our bow near the tip and just playing back and forth really quickly and evenly, so as quickly as possible actually. So here's what that sounds like. So you kind of want to practice that section on its own without metronome for a while. And once you get comfortable, then you can move on to learn how to do the crescendo in measure 12. And it's basically the same thing, but to grow that sound, you want to use a lot more bow and also move closer towards the middle of your bow. So I'll show you what that looks like. Here's measure 11 and 12 slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. So notice how if you move your bow closer to the middle, in measure 13 it actually sets you up perfectly for those eighth notes in the middle of your bow. The next section I want to talk about is measure 29, and that's where you see dolce written in your music. That actually means sweet in Italian, and this is a really beautiful melody part that you want to connect and use long bows. So we're trying to go for that paintbrush legato kind of stroke. And to do that, you need to use a lot of your bow and also relax your bow arm, relax your shoulder, relax your elbow, keep your joints in your right hand flexible. And here's measure 29 slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. How I'm also moving my body a lot, just like we do when we breathe and move together with our friends in orchestra. But just make sure you're keeping everything smooth, long, and connected. And another passage that you can do that is actually in measure 22. So when we see eighth notes in this piece, we tend to think of short, separate, and driving rhythms. But in instances like measure 22, those are melodies. You have that with the first violins. So take that opportunity to also connect and sing out. So I'll play for you starting from the pickup into 22 slowly. 1, 2, 3. So notice how I'm using extra movement on those slurs, using a lot of elbow, drawing circles with my elbow, and really trying to connect everything as much as possible. The last part I want to talk about in this piece is syncopation part in measure 37. So for those of you who are not familiar with that word, syncopation just means that we have important notes that are not on the beat, right? So in this case, the important notes are accented. So if you take a look at measure 36, that's what we're looking at. We have a lot of those accents that are not on the beat. And we're in 4/4. We have 4 beats in a measure, and we count those beats by numbers, right? So 1, 2, 3, and 4. But we count the off beats using the word and. So how to do that with a metronome? You count 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And in this case, we have 3 accents in measure 36. The first one is on the downbeat, so beat 1. The second one is on the and of 2. And the last one is on beat 4. So here's 36 slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. So whenever you have those accents, you want to use more bow, also speeding your bow up a little bit. But the most important thing is to just press harder, dig into your string, use more pressure in your bow. And I would really recommend doing that slowly. You can even clap those syncopated beats first to a metronome and then apply it to the instrument, but definitely practice with a metronome here. Great, so now let's play it together at quarter note equals 120, Escape for Violin 2. As always, be sure to start off slower, so when you're practicing on your own, start with maybe a metronome at quarter equals 90 or 100. Slowly build your way up to the goal tempo. But let's play together now. Here's quarter equals 120, Escape for Violin 2. 9, 2, 3, 4, 10, 2, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 6, 2, 3, 4, 7, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, four.